Hello and welcome along to the West Wales Karting Virtual Racing Euro Lmp2 Championship, and today it's round 3 at the Zolder circuit, an historic track set in the hills of Belgium. The less famous Belgian race, of course, alongside Spa-Francorchamps, which is round 4. A 2.5 mile circuit, 10 turns with some nasty, tricky little chicanes for the drivers to negotiate today. And it's Stuart Davis leading the championship as we head into this round. He's on 37 points and holds a 9-point advantage over the other Stuart, Crazy Stewpot, in second. Cherryberry's in third there after his win at Imola. We've got D-Man, Chris Doherty, Alex CDL and Scuderia Sam there making up some lost ground too. So the starting grid for today, this is what it looks like after qualifying. It's Alex CDL on pole position once again, and he maintains his streak of poles going back to I don't know how long it's been now. He's on pole every single race by the looks of it, and Crazy Stewpot lines up alongside second. That's a fantastic qualifying from Stewpot. Scuderia Sam third, Stuart Davis fourth, the championship leader, Cherryberry fifth. So let's see how they get on, and they're on the grid now and we're waiting for the lights. It's going to be a nighttime start. And it's go here at Zolder, and it's Stuart Davis carving his way through the field. He's had a fantastic start. He's alongside Alex CDL as they go into the very fast first corner, and that's Cherryberry up the inside as well. Scuderia Sam's fallen way back down to 9th place, as has Crazy Stewpot as well. He's lost some ground, and there's some contact going on in turn 2 there. Chris Doherty was involved. D-Man 2-1 has lost time as well. And now we're looking at Stuart Davis. He's up to second, just ahead of Big Bad Wolf. Big Bad Wolf getting another good start, as he always seems to do in these cars recently. Apart from his jump start that he got last time, of course. But no jump starts today. And they're all away cleanly, and we're looking like we're going to have a fantastic race here. Oh, and carnage here now in the chicane. That's Chris Doherty round. And he's made contact with, it's Big Bad Wolf. That was such a shame for him. He was having a fantastic start there, first few corners. And look at this now. This is Cherryberry attacking BDCC Dan. The two green machines going at it now as they head through together, coming out of the Villeneuve chicane. Coming down into the Villeneuve chicane, sorry. The touch slightly, but they both maintain the right direction on the track, and they go through that chicane now. And now we've got Lmp2. He's had a fantastic start once again. He seems to be the king of good starts. He just gets on with it and stays out of the way. And now we've got Cherryberry. Contact! Cherryberry hits the back of BDCC Dan, and he's off. He's lost his spoiler, but it's not going to affect his performance because it's only cosmetic damage on for these races. And now he's backing off. He's going to let him back through, and this is going to give Scuderia Sam a chance to get past, and also Crazy Stewpot's in the mix too, and McGee down the inside. It was 4 abreast temporarily here. Who's going to come out of the corner first? Who's going to come out in 5th place? This is a battle for 5th and 4th and 6th and 7th here. And now they go through turn 2. It's absolute carnage here and action everywhere you look as they go on to turn 2 now of this 20-minute race. And joining me in the commentary box today is none other than Alex Luke. And Alex, how do you assess that first lap here today?
That was a crazy first lap, Sam. There's action everywhere. It looks like unlucky for Big Bad Wolf. He's dropped back to 11th place after that nasty spin at the chicane, but hopefully he can get back up to the field. Up front looks like Alex has gotten away a bit, but Stu's right on his tail. Hopefully he'll be closing up soon.
Oh yes, and absolutely, and that was who was that round? Was that Lmp2, I think, wasn't it?
I believe so. But it looks like he's only lost a couple of places, so hopefully he'll get those back. But who's that? It looks like D-Man's fighting him down on the inside. Oh,
absolutely, yes. D-Man down the inside there, and two very forceful manoeuvres going on. D-Man to make up that position, and Lmp2 to defend it. And the Irishman forces his way past the Scotsman now. And they go into the last corner, and D-Man's under attack. Unbelievable manoeuvre there. McGee, fantastic. He goes down into, he's up into 8th now, isn't he? And someone we haven't talked about is Hutchcar. Hutchcar is up there in 7th, and he was from last on the grid. Hutchcar's having a great race too, isn't he?
Yeah, it's his first race of the championship. He hasn't done the first 2, I do believe. Hopefully he's going to get on with these MP cars pretty fast. Obviously he hasn't had as much practice. And almost around is Loopy. D-Man's back past him. It's a good race between these two. What do you think?
Oh yeah, they look like they're resuming their battle from Imola. They had a few ding-dongs at Imola, didn't they? To say the least. And it's good to see Lmp2 getting stuck in. He's a relative newcomer. His only third race, and that was Stuart Davis. Yes, Stuart Davis running wide. Look, he's trying to catch Alex. He's pushing hard, isn't he? And what is it like when you're in Stuart Davis's position here, when you're trying to catch a car, but you're also being caught by someone too?
Oh, it's horrible. You don't know where to look. You don't know where to push, where to defend. Looks like he's in a good position at the moment because Sam's not quite on him, but he's still got to be careful because Sam is very fast, and it looks like from the timings, Sam is the fastest man on the track at the moment. So he's still got to be careful.
Yeah, you're right there, Alex. He's got to watch his wing mirrors carefully. He knows Scuderia Sam's going to have a go. He had to go at Imola, but it was a bit too keen, and yeah, he ended up in a steward's inquiry, didn't he? But yeah, these two have got history. They're teammates from endurance karting as well, so they know each other's driving extremely well. And Scuderia Sam, you can see him there as we rode on board briefly. You could see him lining up, having a look, see where Stuart Davis is weak around the circuit, see where his strengths are as well. And then we've got Chris Doherty battling Hutch car, and the two very identical cars, aren't they? Because this is going to be fun to try and identify who's who here.
Just try and go off the little different colour differentiation on the rear fin, but it's quite hard to see. Who's that behind them? It looks like it's Wolf behind him as well, so he's gaining on the pack. Hopefully it'll be a 3-car battle here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not quite close.
To be honest,
Bit of a skip there.
I've forgotten the names of a lot of these corners. I'm not going to lie. I looked at the track map and I was like, I have no chance of pronouncing any of these. And what's this one called? But I don't know what it's called. But Stuart Davis has run wide in it. Is that the Jackie X corner? I can't remember.
I believe that's the Jochen Rindt corner.
Oh yes, Jochen Rindt corner. And now this is coming into the last chicane. Oh, it's very tight. Stuart Davis shuts the door on Scuderia Sam, and Scuderia Sam tries to go around the outside now as they come out of the corner. He's run wide. This is giving Alex CDL a chance to scamper away a little bit into the lead and extend his lead. And Stuart Davis holds position there. Oh, that was very tight indeed. And this is going to give Alex a chance, isn't it? Just to scamper away a little bit down the road, give him some breathing air. And we're only like 6 minutes into this race of 20 minutes. There's plenty of time left to go here.
Yeah, it's action-packed a bit, but Alex is quite accident-prone and does spin, so he might be easing off at the moment, just trying to keep a good race pace and not push too hard, but he may have to with the pace of the two behind him at the moment. It looks like Stu is catching up behind them as well, so he's got good pace at the moment.
Yeah, you're right there, Al. I think Crazy Stewpot's been the dark horse in this championship, hasn't he? He's quietly gone about his way, scoring points. He's finished second at the last race. And Stuart Davis, he's round. He ran a bit wide, he lost the back end, and he bounced off Scuderia Sam's car, and he resets the car now, and he's getting on his way again. Thankfully for him, he's ahead of this squabbling pair of Cherry Berry, who makes his way past BDCC Dan there. These guys are having a fantastic race, aren't they? It feels like they've been at it every single corner of every lap so far, but Stuart Davis has lost ground now. He's in 4th now, ahead of Cherry Berry 5th. BDCC Dan is in 6th. So Stuart Davis, the championship leader, has seen three of his nearest rivals now ahead of him, so he's got some ground to make up.
Yeah, he's lost all the momentum now.
So he just lost the back end. It's quite easy to do there, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, it's quite a odd little set of corners there. They're a bit the camber on the corners can easily take the car around, but I think he just braked a bit late there and obviously tried to catch it, but a bit of a love kiss from Sam just sent him around, but just a racing incident, I'd have to say. Yeah,
they got a little bit of a cuddle, didn't they, the endurance karting teammates there? And now Scuderia Sam's looking at the back of Alex's car. I don't know if these two are going to have a bit of a cuddle as well. Hopefully not, for their chances. Stewpot's waiting to pick up any scraps there.
Yeah, the best bet for them too, after the poor first race, is just try and get the points and not squabble too much, especially with Stewpot behind him, who is gunning for the championship. Oh, and across the chicane there. That's a interesting line.
Absolutely, yeah, it's quite easy to do there, isn't it? You have to clip that corner oh so perfectly to pull the car around, otherwise you take off, and these cars aren't really made for flying, are they? They've got quite a lot of downforce on them. Quite powerful as well, 3.2 seconds, roughly 0 to 60. And yes, like you were saying, Alex, the two up front have got the most to make up in the championship after a few a couple of bad rounds, and now this is a chance now for Scuderia Sam to go for the lead. Alex Diello knows exactly how to place his car to defend. These two have been the fastest drivers in the championship, but they've got a lot of points to make up. Yet still, they're well down, 5th and 6th or something in the championship. And yeah, you can see them now squaring off as they go through turn 1 now. We're about halfway through this race, just approaching. And Alex goes defensive. Scuderia Sam's swarming around the back looking for a way round. He's struggling to find a way. But now he finds an inside line. He's got the traction. He takes to the dirt a little bit. Oh, inches away from each other. And down the inside is it. No, he backs off. Oh, they touch. He's round. Alex CDL's round in a cloud of smoke. Oh no, and Scuderia Sam just tagged the back of him, and that's Crazy Stewpot going through. What's happening now? Is this Scuderia Sam slowing down?
Yeah, I think he's just going to slow down, let him back through, but to be honest, I think that looked a bit like a racing instance, just two cars into one just didn't work. Ooh, and Stu going over there on 2 wheels. Sam's letting through now, which is very nice of him, but I'm sure he'll be gunning to get back through as soon as possible. Looking at Chris now chasing down Big Bad Wolf. Wolf has gotten quite good at the moment. He's up in the mid pack there, hopefully trying to close down Demon, and looks like Sam's back on the tail of Alex, and they'll be going for Stu, but Stu's got quite a nice little lead at the moment.
Yeah, he certainly has. He'll be saying thank you very much. I'll gain those 2 positions quite happily, and he shoots off on his way in that Marek. And he's been struggling a little bit coming out of the slower corners in that car. He's had a few bad starts, but I tell you what, once he gets going, Crazy Stewpot is on a mission, and he's got some fantastic pace in that car. And it's going to be hard now for these guys to try and catch him, especially if they start battling. We've got 2nd, Alex CDL, 3rd, Scuderia Sam, 4th, Stuart Davis. Those 3, what could possibly go wrong?
And these 2 are still squabbling, but BTC Dan is off in the gravel there. You won't like that, but he's finally released Cherry Berry. He'll be saying thank you very much and trying to go for the top 4 now.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly went wrong for BTCC Dan there, didn't he? He was becoming a bit of a fan favourite in that corner, kicking up the gravel everywhere. Oh, and now battling for 2nd. Scuderia Sam's looking down the inside, and he goes for it down into the Villeneuve chicane, and he defends off well from Alex CDL, who looks for the cutback. It was great racing from the 2 of them there, no contact as well. Excellent. Alex CDL saw him coming. Scuderia Sam takes over that position 2nd, and this is going to give him a chance now. Get off down the road. Oh, it's very close. Alex CDL nearly outbrakes himself into the back of Scuderia Sam's car, but he just avoids him. And then Stuart Davis takes his orange machine for a spot of rallycross. That was fantastic racing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an excellent overtake by Sam. I think Alex just didn't want another accident and a poor finish, so he said, here you go, you can have that, try and get Stu. I think he'll be hoping for them two to be battling to try and take advantage at the end, but you still got to keep an eye on Stu behind, who'll be trying to gain back on the places. It'll be interesting to see how this pans out towards the end.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Stuart Davis hasn't quite got the pace of the front 3 here to keep touch with them. And like you say, Alex CDL now is going to be hoping that Scuderia Sam at least gets off, catches Stewpot, and if they start battling and crashing into each other, who knows? You could take advantage of that. But we've had 4 different winners in the last 4 races, and none of them have been the top. Oh no, actually, no. Alex CDL has won a race, I think, hasn't he, in the last 4? I can't remember. I think he has. But yeah, anyway, the top 2 haven't won a race for quite a while. So yeah, this is turning out to be a fantastic race, and it's going to have major implications on the championship. And Crazy Stewpot knows it. Look how hard he's pushing. He's hitting the apex and some coming out of that corner, and in that Marek, and he is pushing his way. And if we look a bit further down the field, we've got Cherryberry in 5th. He's up there in the championship too after missing the first round, so good haul of points for him there. BTC Zidane is 6th. We've got D-Man down there in 7th. He's ahead of Big Bad Wolf and Chris Doherty. And Loopy McG there in 10th. I think, unfortunately, oh no, he's still ahead of Hutchcar as well. So yeah, we've got all 11 runners still, haven't we? So yes, coming onto the straight now. We've got 8 minutes or so left to run in this race, and it's still anyone's guess who's going to be on the podium. And they do seem to be pretty even around this track, don't they, the drivers? I mean, it's really shaken up since the start of the race. I mean, we got Scuderia Sam and Crazy Stewpot 1 and 2 at the moment, and they were 9th and 10th on lap 1.
Yes, excellent. Sam's just put in, it looks like the fastest lap of the race at 24.2, which is a mega lap with the fuel loads that they'll be running at the moment. Obviously these cars will be a lot heavier than qualifying, which I know it does upset the Judd, according to some of the drivers that are in that car. Not sure with the Marek. I know the Marek's quite slow on the acceleration, which is probably helping Sam at the moment, who is definitely closing up at quite a pace here.
Yeah, you're right there. It does seem to struggle a bit out of the corners, and I think Screw Sam will know that and try and take advantage. Alex DL certainly knows that too, but he just needs to wait and see how things pan out here in front of him. He's keeping a nice safe distance back.
Oh, looks like Sam's on him.
Yes, he was looking for the inside, and Crazy Stewbot's run a bit wide now, and they're going to go side by side, are they? Coming down into the last corner. It's Crazy Stewbot defending the inside line. Scooter Sam tries to go down at the outside. Is he going to look for the cut back here?
No, just not enough space. Might get him down the same one. Looks like he's got a better run up the final corner. Stu will be taking the better line in the corner. It's better to go wide into the apex. Oh, did they touch? No, but he is wide and Sam's through. He'll be very happy with that and hoping to just scarp away now. Alex will be looking to try and get to him, but I think Stu will be kicking himself there and just try and defend now, because he'll be wanting to get that championship and a big haul of points here. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, he's certainly been Mr. Consistent so far. It was a bit of a shame for Crazy Stupid. I think he might have just locked his wheel slightly and ran wide, and yeah, you don't want to give a second chance to the likes of Scuderia Sam or Alex CDL for that matter, do you? I mean, Crazy Stupid though, he finds himself up there battling away at the front, and he's going to have another haul of points, like you say, to add to his tally, and he's certainly a contender in this championship. Even if he finished second or third here today, he's going to be in with a shout at the last round if they finish where they are now. But now he's relinquished that first place lead. He's going to have to defend from Alex DL, who runs very wide, doesn't he? Where is he? There he is. I thought he was going to have an accident there.
Yeah, I think he almost did, but that's going to cost him a lot of momentum now, and it looks like Stu will be after him now. But he's lost 3 seconds there just on that one little accident. And yeah, he tends to have at least 1 or 2 in a race. Amazingly fast in qualifying, but something with these cars and the high fuel just doesn't like. I think he'll probably try and settle for third, as much as that hurts him, but it's all the points at the end of the day. But it definitely looks like 4th and 5th are catching the front 3 at this rate, especially Cherry Berry, who's closing in on Stu quite fast.
Yeah, Cherryberry's lapping quicker than most at the moment, only really matched by the leader and BTCC down just behind him. And yeah, like you say, he's catching Stuart Davis very quickly indeed. But it's interesting, isn't it? Some of the drivers, they found a really good pace in qualifying with these cars, as we've seen over the series, and then in the race they haven't got quite the same pace on the higher fuel loads. But Cherryberry, he's one of the ones who's had a lot of pace in the race. Unfortunately for him, he finds himself a little bit far back now in 5th from the lead, but he's certainly got a challenge on his hands here to try and get past Stuart Davis, and he is going for it, isn't he? Look at him, he's attacking the curbs left and right now, and Stuart Davis will be looking in his mirrors and seeing this bright green machine closing in. I mean, how on earth could you not miss it? I mean, it's probably the brightest thing out there. Cherryberry, after winning Imola, will certainly be wanting to capitalise on that. Oh, and Stuart Davis, look, he makes a mistake. He squirms a little bit coming out of the corner under traction. These cars do struggle under traction a little bit, like we saw in round 1 in the Algarve. And Cherryberry's got the place, has he? In the inside line here. And yes, he's even before him, I think, before they got to the braking zone. He was ahead. Oh, and look, that's Alex. Ooh. Alex CDL's made a mistake. And they both go past. So Cherryberry and Stuart Davis go past, and they resume their battle still now. And Alex CDL, I think he just made a mistake coming out of the chicane there, didn't he?
Yeah, you'd have to assume so. We didn't see on the replay there, possibly another spin, but it looks like he's going down on the inside of Stu here. He's going for it, but Stu went like that. He'll probably fight back. Oh, he goes the switch back on the inside. And looks like Stu's through. Will that's gone outside? No, he thinks better of it, especially after the spin with Sam earlier. He said you definitely wanting a good points haul here, but even if he is down in 5th, but he'll be hoping to get past these two, but it doesn't look like he hasn't that much time left.
Yeah, he certainly is running out of time, and yeah, that incident, unfortunately for him, has let 2 of those cars through now, so he's down into 5th, like you said. Stuart Davis will be very happy with that, I'd imagine, but he's got a challenge on his hands here now. How on earth is he going to find his way past Cherryberry? Cherryberry's got a lot of pace in that car, So he's going to have to do it quickly, I think, or he's going to see that car just scamper down the road. And you can see now the sun is starting to set again, so obviously the time is fast forwarded quite a lot in this race, so we can have night, daytime, and then sunset at the end, which is fantastic because we get to see the fantastic graphics in this game. And yeah, Stuart Davis now, I think, look, he's got a lot better exit than Cherryberry coming out the last corner, and he's on him again, look. So yeah, down we go again into turn 1.
Looks like he's going for the wide line, which is faster, and looks like he's going to try and cut back, and he is side percent and ahead. Will Cherryberry fight back? And he does. Ooh, bit sideways there, pushed him out wide. He said thank you very much. Alex will be looking at this and thinking, go and have a little crash so I can get back through. But I think they're smarter than that with the final laps approaching. Yeah, and Dan is back through.
Yeah, this could be the last lap here, Alex, I think, possibly. So they're really going for it. Stuart Davis, I don't know how strong that suspension is, but it must be pretty strong to withstand that. But he's really going for it, isn't he? He wants these points. He knows how crucial it could be come the end of the championship after winning the first round. So these two, of course, have won all the rounds.
Sideways.
Yeah, a little bit sideways there from Stuart Davis. He's chasing hard though, and he's not going to give in. We know he's an attacking driver. Mr. Lunge, they call him, and that's for a very good reason. But we come round now to the last corner. So Scuderia Sam exiting the last corner, and he's going to take his first win here and make it 5 different winners from 5 races. And at round 3, he puts himself well and truly back into the championship hunt. Crazy Stewpot takes a very well deserved second. No, Stuart Davis down the inside of Cherryberry, but he spins round a bit too aggressive there, and he's thrown away 4th place as a result. And Alex CDL gets through into 4th. Cherryberry makes the podium. Stuart Davis down to 5th there, and yeah, he's just a bit over aggressive there, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah, if you're kicking himself, he should have waited to try and get a better exit. He's had a better exit the last couple of laps, but a bit impatient there, and unfortunately, at least it's just one position. It could have been a lot worse if the field was a bit closer. But you can see Sam was very happy there, weaving the car. First win in a while. Was it the Lotus 49's the last win for Sam?
I think it was, yeah, back at round 1 in that championship in Monza, so it's been a hell of a long time. So he'd be relieved with that one. Crazy Stewpot though, another great finish from Crazy Stewpot, the underdog, and he's well and truly in the championship. Some decent lap times there. We're looking down the order. BDCC down in 6th there after battling with Cherryberry, ran a bit wide, and then up in 6th. We got D-Man in 7th, Big Bad Wolf in the Batmobile in 8th, Chris Doherty in 9th, Loopy McG rounded out in 10th position, and unfortunately Hutch Car did not finish due to disconnect. So what do you make of the championship, Alex?
It's incredibly close going into final round. It looks like, with some quick maths, there's 6, possibly 7 people in with a chance mathematically. But you'd have to say that the top 4 are the favourites going into it. But who knows on the day? We'll have to find out.
Exactly, so join us for Spa-Francorchamps for round 4 and the final round of the Euro Lmp2 Championship. Don't miss it.